Good morning, you guys. What's going on? As you can see, I'm driving, so I can't even see the chat. The chat's not popping up yet. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, there y'all go. What's going on? Child, I'm trying this little car gadget for the first time and trying to make sure that it's not too jumpy. I don't know. Y'all have to tell me. Y'all will have to tell me. Well, look at this shit. Really? No respect for the goddamn yellow lines. None. The hell? Thank you, baby. No respect for the yellow lines. Just do the shit the way you want to do it. Where they do that at? That's what I said, girl. Zabradiva. I'm looking. I see y'all, but no, I can't really read what you typing. Not all of it. It said keep your eyes on the road. By all means, honey. Listen, I could go ahead and miss a couple comments. I can't replace me. So don't worry. I cannot believe it is already. The 4th of July is actually rolling up already. It's ridiculous. I remember I was just sitting not long ago, like it was just a couple weeks ago, saying, oh, I can't wait for Chet's birthday to get here and my mom's birthday to get here, and how I was going to, hang out with them and all of them, hang out with Chet. I didn't get to hang out with my mom until after I got back, and we really haven't hung out still. Yeah, we will do that after the 4th of July. But, yeah, the time has just like flown by. But yeah, I decided to go to, I didn't feel like cooking. For some reason, I had a taste for McDonald's, and the McDonald's, see where I used to live, there was McDonald's right in walking distance. You could walk to the McDonald's from my brother's house over here now. McDonald's is in a whole completely different neighborhood. So you definitely have to get in the car if you want to go to McDonald's around here. And which is so weird. It's like there's a McDonald's everywhere. Like I was like, this is strange. There's all kind of other shit though, but I was like, no. Thought you could go to McDonald's anywhere. So whose idea was this? So that's where we're at. We're on our way to McDonald's. I don't know why, but I have a taste for McDonald's. That's the only thing that McDonald's does that I actually like, really, is breakfast. Because the rest of that food they can have. The rest of that food they can have, like, and it's so crazy. The one thing that they do have that I like is a fillet of fish, and I can't eat it. I ain't allowed to eat it. But baby, back in the day, a fillet of fish will get your little tail right in order. No, I don't want no hot cakes from there. So them pancakes taste like sponges. I ain't got no time for that, honey. Soak it up. Yeah, I ain't into the McDonald's pancake thing. I got a couple requests. I had actually posted a picture of what I was eating yesterday, which was nothing more. It really was. I had a beef roast that I had, a little piece of leftover. I took and sliced it down, and I made some gravy, cut up some onions, and y'all know I'm always playing with an onion, child. Cut up some onions and green peppers and put it in the gravy and let it all cook down, and threw sliced the beef down and threw the beef in there and made some rice. That's all I did. But I didn't think to film all of that as I was doing it. And then I got requests. They're like, well, are you going to show us how to make it? I'm like, child, it ain't nothing but some rice. But Again, I did do the gravy from scratch, so I could have actually did that. I wasn't thinking, y'all. I apologize. So, but it was good. It was good, but that's how that kind of goes. Things that you ain't put too much thought into. You mad that you don't have more of it because it usually turns out really, really well. I do have enough to have it again. I have leftover, but not a whole bunch. Okay, here we got these people. I guess some folks didn't get off early. It's kind of busy down there. Interesting. Come on. All right. What's going on, babe? Yeah, see down here, there's a whole bunch of stuff. There's K-Fried, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and what is this, a Get-Go? I think it's a Get-Go. Yeah, Get-Go, which I never use. I got the damn Get-Go card for gas, discount off of gas. Never use it. Never use it. You know, I goes to the Valero for my gas, child. Oh, messy boots. This is a raggedy ass McDonald's too. Oh. See, I'm so shady, child. It looks nothing like the McDonald's around my brother's house. This McDonald's. Child. Okay, whatever. Whatever, honey. Yes, can I have a number 3? I'll take a medium Sprite. That's it. All right, thank you. See how dry she was? All right, that poor thing, she don't even sound like she want to be up in there. Poor thing. What's up, Jessica? Oh, y'all say it's Ken's ass up in here. Oh, mean Ken. Ken was so mean yesterday. So mean. Oh my God. Hey, LeBrian. If Ken is in there, I don't see him. He was so mean yesterday to the little guy that came over on Kelly Love's little platform. Ken just went right in there, just jumped on that man and just gave that man the blues. Said, now, Ken, cut it out. And I was going to mind my business, but you know I have a hard time doing that. Oh, not caramel frappe, girl, that's too much. Ooh, can't do that. Pushing it with the Sprite. But yeah, the man, I said, the man's crazy. Now, he's totally crazy. He's totally thrown off. But I said, he seemed like a sweet soul, but, you know, naturally he was trolling. He was doing a little trolling, but it wasn't anything harmful. Child, that king came in there, honey. I said, look at this little short shit, honey, giving this man the blues. Come right up in there, baby. Full on, guns ablaze. I said, look at Professor Littlefoot, honey, and come in here messing with this man. That turned the man over, made the man go to cussing. I said, see, you don't awaken the beast in that man. Child, that man got to going off. Then here come the church lady. She done cussed him. I said, really, y'all? It was a mess. I came up then, and I was like, give the man a chance, y'all. There he goes. Hey, Professor Littlefoot, with your mean ass. Child, you mean like a little black rattlesnake, honey. Got to telling the man. I said, listen to him. Then I said, leave the man alone so we could hear. You know we nosy. We wanted to hear what was going on. Child, the wife was off the hook. The wife was off the hook. She was cool though. But I enjoyed them. I really did. And after a while, you know how things is. You know, we are strange about letting people into the area. We a little testy when it comes to new people coming into the area, and especially when they kind of like force themselves on you. You know, I'm going to the store to get the products for what I told you I was gonna cook, sis. Absolutely. Look, this bitch. Listen, y'all know I love my Natalia, child. Natalia. Natalia said to me, what time was it, Natalia? It was about 1 or 2 in the morning. And Natalia asked me, what you cooking today, sis? And I was like, bitch, what day? I was wondering what day she's talking about. I said, bitch, I know you know good well I ain't getting ready to cook a goddamn thing right now. And I say that just like I don't do that. See how you just throw that off on other people? Because I damn sure will cook at 2 in the morning. But it was just so funny. I ain't know what the hell she's talking about. Hey, pretty PR check TV. What's up, baby? But yeah, child. Like I said, we are funny about who comes into the area, you know, and we could be a little shady, but they was giving them the blues. But when they gave them a chance, they turned out to be really a cool couple. They were really funny, and I hope to see them more. Yeah, I do. I hope to see them more. I enjoyed them. They're just enough thrown offness to keep me entertained, honey. She's bisexual and he crazy, baby. Listen, that's a good time, honey. He talking mess to her. Then he start talking that stuff. I said, look, Ken, see, y'all can be friends. And look, yes, I like them. I really do. I knew you would. That's why I wanted you to shut your mouth. I was like, just listen to him. He crazy like you. And I think the thing with the church lady, he has a Jesus. It's like a Jesus symbol, like Jesus on the cross. He had it strapped to his head. Now that's a little off-putting. It was, I don't know his channel, GM Ashley. I don't know what his channel was. His name is SSI though. See, right there. When your name is SSI, you know ain't nothing but some good times or some foolishness gonna follow.
You got bacon biscuit with a spread?
Uh-huh.
$5.77.
Yeah, so I knew there was gonna be some foolishness that was gonna follow what was, I knew it was coming at him. And it did. What's up, Deanna? You acting nice today? Are you acting nice today, Mrs. Irvin? And then the real question is, for how long? Thank you, babe. You too. Yeah, that Deanna was showing her whole self. I said, where's Josh? Get your wife. Thank you, babe. You too. Child, the consensus in that McDonald's, honey, is this. That's the consensus in the whole McDonald's. Everybody in that motherfucker look like they mad as hell. I said, well, damn. Good goddamn evening. Try to smile in the place. Poor things. You say James Croissant trolling. Yeah, child. Listen, you know, I am a customer service individual. That's what I did before I became a bum. Before I became a full-time bum, honey, and a broke, sorry individual. I used to be a customer service individual, so I do pay attention to that stuff. How many bacon biscuits have you swallowed? Oh, wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know? How many cocks have you swallowed? See, let's keep the conversation interesting. See, I be being nice. Now, we can have a nice, I know they trolling, baby. It's okay. I can have a nice conversation. See, I thought y'all, when y'all said James Troll, I thought y'all was about me. Y'all, and I didn't even see that freak. Hey, Bambi, but I could keep the conversation nice and light, or I could really entertain my people by cussing you what they call the fuck out. Happy 4th of July, bitch. Don't get it twisted. I am the entertainment, and you can be a part of it if you like. In whatever type of cuss out you like. Lord have mercy. But yeah, I definitely pay attention to all of the customer service and how it goes down. I do. I just can't help it, child. It's funny to see. It's funny sometimes to see just how bad the shit is. And plus you be like, Lord, is not hurt these people. Oh boy. Say, what is really going on, honey? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, I'm out of the line, so y'all know I ain't seeing everything in the chat, though. I'm paying attention to these folks out here that's running around trying to tear up cars, baby. I don't want to be a part of that little group. Because you know the girls is running around running their cars into other people's cars, child. On purpose. But you ain't heard that from me. No, you have not. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I didn't really have anything planned for the 4th. It got here so fast that I just kind of, I think the whole situation got away from me. I really do. It's crazy. I ain't really give it no thought. So I don't know what's going to go on with me with this little holiday situation, but we shall see. We shall see. Oh, but back to Deanna. Deanna was cutting up something terrible. What's that saying that Deanna uses all the time? What's she say? Because it's always me. She said, James, you've been over here cutting up scandalous. That's what the hell you was doing, ma'am. Every time I turned around, I was like, what's she doing now? Child, she just cussing. Just cussing. I said, okay. Then I start kind of saying who she was cussing at. I said, oh, girl, cuss his ass. Cussing one good time for mother. Then have your husband cuss him a little bit. Child, while y'all at it, cuss his ass. Carrie, there it goes. Carrying on scandalous. Yeah, that's what she say about me all the time. And she was filling her whole thing, honey. She was just carrying. I said, girl, cussing, honey, cussing the folks. They was asking for it, though. Something I didn't know all of them, but that one, just the fact that he's breathing tells the story that he needs to be cursed out, honey. So I'm glad she gave him a little taste of what he needed, honey. Give him a little taste, honey. Child. There's a lot going on, honey. There's a whole lot of goings on. Lady Nika, I know we're supposed to get together later on. You didn't give me a time, so you'll need to shoot me a text or something and let me know when you want to get it going on. And I did order your wine, Queen. I ordered it. I don't know what I was thinking about. You know, child slow. I said, girl, I went to a winery last weekend. Had a great time. Listen, that whole winery trip was something else, honey. I went to the winery. I know how to do it next time. This time, I didn't do so good, y'all. I went to the winery, baby, and let me tell you something. I was tore at. I was like, oh, I went for brunch. So naturally, I had eaten. See, listen, this is the thing. I'll never be rich. Never. Never, never, never will I be rich and live that rich lifestyle. You ever notice how rich people drink liquor with everything? Everything. They drink liquor all day long. They do. That's just what you've always seen that. Even when you were watching television shows as a kid, all the rich people were always drinking champagne or drinking liquor. that brown liquor. You know, they always go to they have them real pretty crystal bottles, and they be having that brown liquor in there, honey, and they be shooting shots, baby, in the middle of the day. I will never be of that caliber, baby, because I can't withstand the pressure like that and be drinking. And then I don't like alcohol with food. I don't. I can't do it. And especially, you know, lasagna is literally my favorite meal. It's my favorite food is lasagna. That and chicken. But I love lasagna. But I can't drink no wine with no pasta. You know, Italians, they're always got wine on the table when they're eating. I'm like, ooh. Not at all. Not at all. So I'll never have them type of issues, honey. I'll always be around the way filet, honey. I will not be rich and with my nose. Y'all always say I'm bougie. I guess I'll always be bougetto, honey, because I can't withstand the pressure, y'all. I can't do it. But I went to the winery, and I know this conversation's all over the place, but that's how I be when you talk to me. I talk and I be all over the place, so keep up. Anyway, so I went to the winery and we had brunch. So of course you haven't eaten, you know, you just sitting there eating. You're gonna eat at the brunch. Cool, no problem. So, oh yeah, we back at the projects, girl. We back at my little apartment at the projects. We'll get into it, honey. You say I pulled right into up to my project? Get into it, bitch. Anyhow, you say I'm in a silly mood today. But anyway, so go on up to the winery. And we start drinking the wine and stuff. I love me a good wine. I can read the chat now. I love wine with my meal. Girl, I can't do it, Nika. I cannot do it, baby. I can't do it. You say, okay, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Anyway, so I get up there and we're drinking a little wine, and I really don't know much about wines, even as much as I used to watch Tasha K. Why is my queen Lil Kim trying to verse Nikki instead of Foxy Brown? Because it wouldn't be fair for her to. What does Foxy get ready to do? Child, Foxy need to go. Hey, Tracy, baby. Foxy got to go and get her panties tightened up. Because that's what I remember of Foxy Brown. I love Foxy. That album, that She's a Bad Man. That album was the shit. It really, really was. Hey, Lamone, what's up? The album was the shit. But Foxy, all I remember her for doing was having real good samples, and her draws was always too big. So what's she gonna do with Lil Kim during the versus battle? Thank you, Clark. You said card table talk. That's a whole new segment, card table talk. But I couldn't do that because that's stolen. I don't steal people's ideas. You know, this used to be Nicole Tyler's thing, and we not friends, but the car Chronicles was Nicole Tyler's thing. I wouldn't steal it from her. But I do know somebody that was steal from her, like he stole from her back in the day. You did steal from Nicole Tyler back in the day, didn't you? And I know you're watching because you're always watching whenever I'm on. See, it's y'all's bullshit. I ain't supposed to be being messy. But y'all remember when Puss. Pay attention. Here's a little, I had to go back to the winery story. Just hold on. I'm going to give you some YouTube bullshit, which I know y'all love. Well, if you're not going to steal it, I will. I don't care. Go for it, baby. And I'll support it. I said I wasn't going to steal it, bitch. I didn't say I wasn't going to support it. Anyway. But anyway, and I don't hate Nicole. You know, me and Nicole just are friends. I hope she's I know she was having some battles, and it had to do with cancer, and that kind of thing. So I do actually wish her the best. And I don't, I don't wish cancer upon anybody, child. Trust me. I really don't. Even though y'all think I'm a mean, nasty bitch. Well, I am a mean, nasty bitch. But I don't wish that upon anybody. So I definitely hope that she is doing well with that. And I hope she can get back here and get back down in her car and get on my nerves like she do. I'd rather her be getting on my nerves than be somewhere pushing up daisies. And that's real talk. Anyway, moving on. So here's the tea. Do y'all remember back when she was doing the whole Ceci Clean thing? And somebody came in and side-swiped her business. Do y'all remember that? You did that shit, didn't you, puss? The shade has been thrown. Now, to all of y'all who caught it, catch it. Those of you who didn't, ask your neighbor in the pew next to you, honey. You did that, didn't you, puss? That's back around the time when you got mad at me the first time. Keep watching, mother. Anyway, so back to the winery. You say, what's the magic number again? Did you get your beach towel? I got it, baby. I still got it. It's thin, though. It's thin. Y'all see me when I went to down to the water park. See, I people think I'm a bum, but I decided to take a Nautica beach towel because it's nice and thick and plush. And I'm big. I'm a fat ass, honey. I got a not so small back. So I had to take me a plush beach towel that was wide enough, of good enough quality, honey, to suck all the water off of my big ass. Anyway, back to the winery. So, hey, DC Kool-Aid Lisa. I'm over here being messy. It didn't start off that way. Oh, yes, baby. My little Nautica towel is so cute. And the thing is, and I'm just being crash, child. I didn't buy it because it was Nautica. Well, yes, I did. Yeah, I did. But the thing was, I had the Nautica slides that I didn't put on. I have them, though. I have Nautica slides, and I got the Nautica towel, and they matched my wetsuit. So it was like cute. And then I have another wetsuit too. I have two wetsuits. I had bought my wetsuit, the one that y'all saw me in. And when I actually had got there Tracy, wrong room. But see, that just goes to show you that I'm the same bitch all the time. You never know which way I'm going to switch over and throw it up at you, honey. Yes, God. So, but yeah, I had got it, and when I got to Chet's house, my brother had bought me a wetsuit that looks almost just like the one he had on, but it was blue, and his was what, black and red. But I have another one that's black and blue. So all those who didn't like seeing me in my wetsuit, get ready, because I'm going to put on the other one, honey, and come on down, and I'll little Nas X y'all, honey, and troll y'all. I'll just put it on, honey, and just go stand somewhere where there's some water and knowing I ain't getting in, honey. Just because I know you don't want me to. Messy ass. Be Angie B. I don't want to lose your love. So, okay. So back at the winery. So I was drinking the wine and everything. You say it's called Kwani and SpillitBoyTV Face Off. What? Boy, cut it out. Mouth. How you messy all the way from the UK? People be blaming that on me. They'll say that baby didn't know nothing about being messy till he ran into me. But I was over there, and we was drinking, child. We had done drank a few little things by the time they even get to bringing some food. So, child, I was good and tore up, honey. Good and tore up. I came home and went to sleep. I was so asleep, child. Let me This is how asleep I was, child. That's how asleep I was. Sitting down there, I was sitting on the couch, on the end of the couch. Child, when I knew anything, honey, I woke up, head back, mouth all open, just sleep and just high as a cooter brown, honey. I said, this is terrible. I almost was late for bingo. I jumped up out of here and went running. I was so glad I got there, honey. I got there on time, baby, because when I went in the bingo hall, baby, listen, drunk bingo was good, honey, because I was still a little down to the bingo. They said, you sure it's quiet today? I said, I ain't got shit to say. Trying to keep up with the numbers, bitch. But I did very well down to the bingo, honey. Very well. Pulling the Erica, right. Toe up. Yeah, but I had a good old time, honey. Good old time. So, yeah, that little wine, and the wine that I got is called Granado, and it's made by the Narcissi Winery here in Pittsburgh. So I had told Lady Mika about it, and I said, well, what I'll do, I said, because they told me you can actually order online. So I said, I'll order you a couple bottles and I'll send it to you. And then when I went in, hey, Nubiology, baby. When I went in, they said they only deliver in Pennsylvania. So I was just, you know how you just have your mindset to what it is you're going to do and you're not thinking outside the box. Child, look, I can't be creative all the time. And I went in Nika's lab and I told her, I was like, listen, Queen, I said, they said they only deliver within Pennsylvania. And Nika was like, duh, stupid. She's like, well, why don't you just order the bottles, have them sent to your house, and then you mail them to me, and I'll send you some money. I'm like, it ain't about the money. I hadn't even thought about it. Like, it just didn't even crossed my mind. I was just so done with it. Like, the fuck? What do you mean you're not going to send it to Shreveport, honey? So I was just disgusted with that, not thinking. So I did order them, Nika, and they said they'll be here in 1 to 5 days. They'll be dropping them on the porch, and as soon as they do that, I will just pick it up and go directly to the to UPS, USPS, and do it. I don't know which one would be better, USPS or at FedEx. They'll tell me when I get down there. You know, my ladies down there at the post office, they take care of me, child. When I don't have it together, they be like, what you doing? Pull it together. Have you ever eaten or heard of Carrabba's? No, I haven't. No. I'll have to check it out. My shoulders get to hurting if I drink on an empty stomach. Child, that stuff got hold of me, baby, like this. I said, what the shit? It got hold of me and shook me real good. I said, this rich people problems. Rich people problems on some cheap wine. Because it wasn't expensive, but that little wine was good. That's what I told me. I don't drink no wine, child. And then it's like, okay, well, look, try this one. I was like, all right, okay, cool. Tried it. I liked it. I got me 2 bottles of it in there in the fridge, honey. Sure do. Hey, Real Me, what's up, baby? Happy 4th of July weekend to you. With yourself, honey. And hey, look, he came in, and I'm so used to seeing him. I didn't see him in the live when I was doing that one live, and he wasn't there. And then at the very end, he came. I was like, okay. I was starting to feel some kind of way. I was like, where are you at? Look, spoiled, raggedy ass YouTuber, honey. I was looking for him, buddy. So where are you at, honey? No good. Well, he ain't coming here and did flash them lips, honey, and let me see him, honey. I was on my way out. He was on his way in, honey. Just like a man, honey. Anyway, I love Stella Rosa Black. Okay. Yeah, I'm learning this wine thing, girl. Listen, I never wanted to drink wine because my uncle used to drink wine, and then it used to stink. Like it was like But my uncle was drunk, Joe. It wasn't. He wasn't just drinking wine and being sociable. That motherfucker was a drunk, honey. My uncle was something else, honey. He was something else. My uncle would get to drinking this shit out of here and cuss everybody's ass out, honey. And I mean everybody. The whole goddamn house, honey. That's probably where I got that brown house shit from. My uncle would do it, honey. He'd start with my grandmother, honey, and work his way around the room. He'll cuss everybody's ass out. They'd be so mad at my uncle, honey. My uncle would be like, fuck y'all, honey. He was a hot mess. He was something else. He was something else, honey. But he drank. He was alcoholic. And it was like that wine, that old stale wine. I was like, oh no, baby, I'm never going to, because I was like Bougetto, honey. So I'm never doing that, honey. So you in there smelling like old wino, honey. It's like, doing that. So I just always had that in my head, like, drinking a wine. Right, and that's what he used to drink, girl. Thunderbird, honey. That was him. Thunderbird. I told you he was a wino. A wino. And he was so stereotypical to all of the shit. It just used to drive me crazy. But now this is the thing. Even with all that, I wasn't never embarrassed about my uncle. My uncle was my uncle. I loved my uncle. If you read my book, me and my uncle, listen, I loved my uncle. Loved my uncle. Until my uncle did something that hurt my feelings. And he didn't do it on purpose. He didn't do it on purpose. He didn't know I was standing there. See, this is the thing when you be saying your shit, honey. He didn't know I was standing there. And he said something that I didn't like. What's up, T-Lounge? He said something that I didn't like. And I overheard it. And then I did like he did. And I cussed his fuck ass out. And I never spoke to him again. Literally. Like I literally never spoke to my uncle again. And he passed on and all of that. And that's the kids that I adopted. That's their grandfather. So, child, listen, I love my family and can't stand members of the family all at the same time. But that's what family is. See, where I can cuss the person out on here that I don't know, cuss them out and don't deal with them no more, that don't mean shit because you ain't no family. You just old bitch that got cussed out. But my mother got one brother and one sister. Child, cuss them out, might not speak to them and all that, but at the end of the day, we are still family. We're still family. We are still connected by blood. And if you don't understand that, then I don't know what to tell you. That's where the problem is in your family. It's not a problem with me and my family. But yeah, I love you, but I ain't got to like your rotten ass. No, when that happened with my uncle, I was probably 14 or 15, maybe 14, 15, somewhere. No, I wasn't 15. I probably was about 13 or 14. Probably about 13 or 14. Yeah, I never spoke to him again. And then he passed away. Yeah. Yep, then he passed away. But it was what it was. I ain't take it back. If I had it, do I ever feel guilt? Not at all. I was just very sad. Not at all. Not at all. If I had it to do all over again, I would do it exactly the same. Call you when I leave the store. Okay, girl. Oh, you told him to Janice. You ain't talking to me. Oh, no, that was me. You probably was me. I probably heard them fingernails, child. All right, girl. Child, listen, me and her, we're going to get together later on, honey. My food is always cold when I eat it, baby. We're going to get together and talk about the versus battle. She going to be mad at me, but she going to be carrying the conversation, really. That just hit home. I was curious. Oh, yeah, no problem. No problem. You know, I don't mind sharing. Yeah, I wouldn't change anything about it. None of it. I wouldn't change a thing about it. Not one thing. Child just is what it is. My uncle is my uncle. What went down is what went down. What he said was fucked up, and it is what it is. He shouldn't have said it. It wasn't even about me overhearing it. His old ass shouldn't have never said it. And the fact that you thought it, you have to pay the price for it. It is what it is. That's why I cussed his fuck ass out. Wasn't a thing. Still loved him. I thought I was a grudge holding dang Jane. Right. And I was 14, about 13 or 14, and I will be 50 in January. Ain't no different. It is what it is. You said what you said. And I said what I said. And I still love you. Now get on out of my face. Ain't no thing. But I wouldn't let you say no shit to my uncle. Sure wouldn't. Say shit to my uncle with his drunk ass. just the fact of how much my mother loved my uncle. My mother loved her brother, honey. That right there is enough for me to bust you in the mouth by saying something to my uncle. Sorry about it. It's hard to explain. It is what it is. It's called family. It's called family. It's called blood. Some of those connections, you can't explain them because it's deeper than an explanation. Period. Period. You will accept more from your family than you will from people in the street. There's things that your family will do to you that you would kill a person in the street about. And family members mess around and get away with it. And then there's the flip side of it. James, you reading the person talking about him while still cussing him. Oh, down. Baby, that's the talent of it all, Bambi. Listen, my mama's a Gemini. You know, my mama's two-sided. My mama is hot and cold, and sometime at the same time. Child, that ain't nothing. She just passed that shit right along. My mother is that child. Remember that song? Was it Huey Lewis in the news? But it talks about a woman that's hot and cold. I said, child, that's my mother. That is my mother, honey. She is hot and cold. And she will love on you and cuss your ass out all at the same time. And don't care nothing about how your feelings are. Oh, see? Are you hungry? Y'all better stop. Y'all being messy. He probably in here. Y'all need to stop it. Ooh, I have a Gemini mother. Yeah, my mother's a Gemini. My brother's a Leo. Child, you think I don't know how to deal with these people? These people to be trying to come at me down here on the street. Bitch, I am ready for y'all, honey. You know what I grew up in the house with? If you don't. And my grandmother is, what is she? Was that an Aquarius or something? She's born January 26th. Whatever's after Capricorn, that's what she is. Whatever that is, whatever sign that is, that's what she was. Do you think I ain't ready? Baby, I am ready for whatever you bring down here to me, honey. Come on with it. Come on with it. You say it's a Pisces? Say, fishy. Fishy. Some of her behaviors would be fishy. Aquarius. I thought it was an Aquarius. I don't know what it is, but we said Oprah Winfrey is an Aquarius. I don't know what it is, but it's Miss Thelma. She is in a class all by herself. Miss Thelma was in a class all by herself. She's a hot ass mess, honey. My grandmother had some shit with her. You hear me? Call you up on the phone and talk shit to you. And then when you say something to her, tell you, I'm the grandmother, honey. What you gonna do about it? What do you mean, what am I gonna do about it? Oh, I would hang up that phone on her. Bam! Oh, I would be so mad at her sometime. Hang up that phone, honey, and then be pacing the floor. Because if it was anybody else, you smack the shit out of them. Child, be pacing the floor. I'll be so mad at Thelma, child. And then as you pacing, you find yourself laughing at the shit that she just did or said to you. Because it would be so out of order. You know? My grandmother was something else, honey. She was something else. You just said Oprah. Don't you dare say that about Oprah. Don't talk about Oprah. Don't do that. Why don't you? My grandma's name's Thelma. Oh yeah, girl. That's my grandmother, honey. Miss Thelma, honey. Miss Thelma was too many things, honey. You say Leos are a piece of work. Yeah, Leos, see what you have to do with a Leo is whip their ass. Isn't that right? Every now and then, because they don't always come right up front and say what they have to say. They hang out in the back. Now you got some Leos, like my brother. My brother's very curt and up front with what he says. And a lot of times he doesn't mean to insult you. The motherfucker's just ignorant. He's just ignorant, and it just is what it is, and he don't care. But then there's another side of Leos who are punks. They're punks. They're supposed to be the king of the jungle, but they're not. They're really puss. They ain't battle cats. They're puss. And they hide behind things. And then, you know, when forced, they'll speak. But right out, it's never their idea to speak right out. They punk to their heart. Punk to their heart. You got puss, and you got her. My brother is her. Some other folks I know, honey, puss. Puss. And not even delicate, just puss, honey. Yes, God. More shade. Child, that's what it is. I said it. Hey, Miss B. What's up, babe? In my opinion, Leos are either mellow, aggressive when necessary, or desperate for attention. Just all bar. There you go. Puss, honey. I just you summed it up, but I said puss. Yep. Talking all that shit. Nobody care. Let her hide behind the facade, honey. I'm gonna beat you up. Are you? How do you handle you? You don't. You don't handle me. I'm a Capricorn. You don't handle me. If you've been watching for a while, you'd understand that. You don't handle me. You either get in and ride with me, or you go on about your business and leave me alone. But you don't handle me. Period. And that might be why I be solo. Try to be solo dolo, honey. Chocolate Rose say Team Capricorn, honey. I mean, in some areas it's good. It's not, it's not bad. But yeah, Capricorn's child. It is. I've accepted that as far as the whole mate thing, it may never happen. Like I may never be mated with a person, totally, and it be just all good. Because again, I am very that you do not handle me, and I will not allow you to handle me. So even when, child, even if it start off that way, if you think you handling me, at the moment that I feel like you think you handling me, we done. We got a problem. Houston, we got a problem. This motherfucker get ready to go off. Yes. Capricorns don't do well romantically. That's true. Right. So you're a gay alpha. Okay. I'll take that. Okay. A galfa, honey. I'll take that. That's a whole mess, child. That sounds like a whole lot of bullshit. That sounds like that don't go down easy, child. Yes, God. You all crazy. Okay, so, all right, let me see. Let me clear this up. So we talked about the winery. Oh, why Nika was going to be upset with me. What about a Virgo? I don't know anything about them. I don't know anything about them. I know Cancers are a mess. Scorpios are a mess. Yeah, Cancers and Scorpios are... Oof. Both of them. Both of them are, ooh, piece of work. Piece of work. And a Cancer really does that's I think that's why that disease is called that. Cancer. One little bit, honey, they blow up the spot. That's a little bit of Cancer goes a long way, honey. That's probably why that disease is called that. As the people are just the same as the disease, honey. They are a lot. They are a lot to handle, but they can be handled. They can be handled, honey. Bullshit. We're not a mess. Aren't you? Aren't you? And a Scorpio, you talking about your wits end, and they're gonna try you for everything you got, honey. Everything. You're gonna put it all, you're gonna put your back into it, put your heart into it, put your foot in it. They're gonna try you for everything you got. What's up, Aisha? Perfect example. Aisha. Aisha's sweet as pie. But Aisha will take your ass to task right down here on YouTube. I've watched her. I watched her do it. She's not nasty. She's not malicious at all. Nor do I think she has any type of malicious intent. But Aisha will take you to task. She's going to make you explain to her what it is, why you feel that way. And that's just her. That's just her. And never come out of character or anything like that. But she's going to try you. She's going to take you to task. So perfect example. Perfect example. But she's sweet as pie. I said it. I sure did. But yeah, she will ask you some questions and ask you the hard questions and stand there and wait on your answer. But that's just how my brain works. I'm a visual learner. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. My great granny was a Cancer. She would love you to death and cuss you out in the same breath. Blow up the spot. Blow up the spot. Come through, Grandma. Yes, indeed. Now, that versus battle last night, I learned some things about me. Well, I didn't learn them. I just realized them. And I'll hold that for later when me and Nick get together and do this versus battle. But it was good. The music was good, but I can't say it was one of my favorites. It was a little boring. It got a little boring after a while. Hey, Miss T. Trisha. It got a little boring to me. Hello, Angela. How are you? Yeah, it got a little boring to me. But the music is good. Listen, Keith Sweat was bad. And Bobby was bad in his own right. He really was. He was the party guy. It's crazy because I genuinely asked the question to understand, so I won't offend. Keith Sweat did it for me. Yes, I love his music. Yeah, and he still look good. Keith still look good. You know, if you listen, let me tell you something. I peeked my head in there on Jaded Nerd. Jaded Nerd was over there living his gay boy fantasy. You understand me? I said, Jaded Nerd, have a seat. Have a seat. He was drunk, Angela. He was drunk. Yes, he was. He was feeling no pain. Him and that Ciroc had a whole thing going on their own. But that jaded nerd, baby jaded nerd was over there. I said, girl, you lusted after Keith like that, child? He was red lip. Listen, if Keith Sweat would have pulled up out front of Jaded Nerd's house, we wouldn't have seen Jaded Nerd for the rest of the weekend, honey. He was over there living his gay boy fantasy. You hear me? Just dancing. And I said, look at him, honey. I said, well, who would have thought it? Keith Sweat? Really? Okay. I said, I ain't never liked Keith Sweat like that. And I think that was what my issue was. I wasn't boy crazy like that back then. I've been to all the concerts, all of them. All the concerts with Keith Sweat and New Edition. And I think that's what happened with me. I saw Nika was getting her life. So y'all going to get life off of Nika. There you go. Look, I knew you dropped down. You was a mess last night, Annie. Them arms up in the air. I said, oh, where you learn that at? Where you learn all that arm up in the air and dancing and carrying on? I said, child, look at this one here. Something, just ain't right. Go on, Jaded Annie. I know where to look for you, Annie. If I can't find you, I'll start trying to figure out where Keith Sweat is, Annie. But Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat, I was never boy crazy about Keith Sweat. Loved the music, but wasn't attracted to him at all. So he didn't blow my hair back. But I love the music. Bobby Brown, I hated New Edition. So all that shit in the beginning, I was like, I don't like little squeaky voice boy groups. Never did. Never did. So all that Mr. Telephone Man, I was like, oh, do I have to live through this again? Child, I couldn't do none of that. I need girlfriend. Oh, I was sitting there like, make it stop, honey. But at the same time, I have to respect it for what it was. They were talented. They were extremely talented. But even when I was a squeaky voice young person, I didn't like squeaky voice little boys singing. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. And last night wasn't no different. I was sitting over there to make it stop. Make it stop. Oh, it was driving me nuts, honey. I did not like New Edition until Johnny Gill joined New Edition. That's when I started liking New Edition. I never went to any of their concerts or anything until Johnny Gill got in the group. Now, when Johnny Gill got in the group, baby. That's when my following of New Edition started hanging with that. Woo! When all of that was part of New Edition, I said, oh, here we go. Now we on to something. But before that, Can You Stand the Rain? So come on with it. That's what I'm talking about. But that Candy Girl and that Telephone Man and make it stop, Patty. Make it stop. And I couldn't believe Bob was over there plastic. If you don't get it off of there, and I mean get it off of there now. That was a lot for me, honey. My little solar system has slowed down, honey, and got to leaning. I said, oh, I cannot. But now I liked High Five. I liked High Five. That was just more falsetto. It wasn't that squeak, honey. You know, that Tony, that boy could sing. You know, I loved High Five. I love the way that kissing game, shit. That was just shit right there. But there's something wrong with my life. Oh, girl, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. No. And Keith Sweat just beg all the time. He beg ain't whine. Yeah. Get it, Keith. He knows his ass be whining, honey. That Candy Rain, they were cute kids. They were cool, but and their voices weren't too whiny, but Listen, quality time with you. Oh, that was the jam. High Five was bad. Yeah, High Five was bad, but I didn't like the Jackson 5. I did go see them. I seen them in concert once, and I didn't need to see no more of it. Okay. Try me again later. I ain't get into Michael, so he came back home by himself. I couldn't fool with Michael until he got off the wall, honey. Living off the wall. I said, oh, here we go. That other squeaky voice shit. That band and all that old shit. And that ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. I ain't like the ABC song till Patti LaBelle sang it, honey. Not none of that. DeBarge were men, honey. Those were men. That was falsetto. See, there's a difference. That was falsetto, honey. That was men. That wasn't no little boys whining, honey. Whining and crying. The whole point is Bobby can't even sing them songs now because it don't even sound right. Yeah, he couldn't. There ain't nothing he could do with that but let that record play. One, he can't mess with them notes no more. And two, if you take and change it, right, Patti LaBelle with the Muppets, baby. ABC, she tore ABC up at him. Yeah, Mr. Telephone Man in a grown man's voice, you be kind of looking at it like, who you singing to? Because literally the lyrics appeal to a young audience. So if your old grown ass is singing Mr. Telephone Man, we looking at you like, if you don't get the fuck away from the school, you motherfucker. You know, get on out of here. So it's a song for a child's voice, for a young male's voice. But no. So now Bobby was signing that, all that, whatever that is he had caught in his throat kind of last night, honey. No, it wasn't gonna work. And he would. That's when the girlfriend song came on. He said, "I wish I would." I said, "And I'm glad you don't, honey." I don't think about 43 years in my life I've heard someone not liking the Jacksons. Girl, I ain't like that whining ass shit. Now I like them for what they were, but girl, I don't want none of that. Now when they came back with it's torture, come on, okay. Now I'm with you. Yeah, I was with all that, but not the little kid stuff. No, sorry. I've always had a very mature palate for music, always. Even from a small child. I was young, 7 and 8 years old. I was listening to my mother's Supremes albums. I wasn't listening to that shit, them Jacksons. I didn't watch their cartoon. I didn't watch that. They're over there singing again. No. And again, much respect, but I don't want none of it. Slave. Listen, I told y'all, my first 45, I was just fast. Could have been. But I wasn't boy crazy though. See, that was the thing. I didn't become boy crazy till later. Like I was literally in my 20s when I became like boy crazy. You know how you would say boy crazy. You know how y'all was boy crazy at 15 and 16, child, and being fast. When I was fast, I was grown as hell. I was grown shit. But Slave, that was my very first 45 that I bought with my own money. Was Watching You. That was my very first record that I purchased with my own money out of the National Record Mart, child. The National Record Mart. Mr. Johnny Pat took me over to the thing and showed me how to find the records of the thing. That was his name. His name was Johnny Pat. He was he was a gay man who actually lived in my area, but he worked at the record store. He showed me how to find it. I found my little song, honey, and child, I still love that song to this day, honey. Walking down the street, watching ladies go by, watching you. That's Steve Arrington. You talking about some singing? Now he sings. Steve Arrington's voice is sickening. That thing sang. You hear me? That was my jam, child. One of my favorite songs still to this day. Still to this day. It's not fast. You were grown. I was grown. I was grown. Yep. A mess, child. I ain't never liked that little kid stuff. I'm like, remember the double Dutch bus and all that stuff? Give me a hole. I was like, this is corny, child. And I was just a kid. You know, I was a kid, but that shit was corny. Just like Stacey Lattisaw. I remember when I got Stacey Lattisaw's album. And she was doing, remember Attack of the Name Game? I said, what is this shit? What is this shit? Y'all remember that song? Attack of the Name Game. Y'all remember that song? It was such shit. I said, how did this find its way on this CD? No, it wasn't a CD, it was an album at the time. Why is this here? What you say? Shit. It was just shit. And I thought it was a waste of her talent. And then on the flip side of it, you got Love on a Two-Way Street. Now you know good and well, ain't nobody got no time for no attack of no goddamn name game. Fees the fiend. What? What's that shit? But that was me as a teen. 13, 14, 15. That was back then. That was what, 12? I might have been 11 or 12 at that time when that came out. Stacey Lattisaw, and oh, my jam, honey, was when Yarborough and Peoples came out, baby, Don't Stop the Music. That was the cut. Do you hear me? That it was them type of songs is why I couldn't wait to be grown, because I wanted to go to the club. I said, I know they play this stuff in the club, child, and you would see people in the club on TV. I was like, I got to get some of that. I need to get some of that, baby. And I love them songs to this day. I was listening to Yarborough and Peoples, Patrice Rushen. That was the music for me. I don't hear that old squeaky ass shit. Gina Marie, shit, Irons in the Fire. Fuck yeah. Aretha Franklin, United Together. That's where I was. Cameo. That Cameo. Cameo was bad. Bad. And I did not know, it was so crazy to me that Kelly Love didn't know nothing. I did used to listen to Phyllis Hyman. Kelly Love didn't know the song She's Strange. I said, Kelly, you was in the music business. How do you not know Cameo? Like, how do you not know stuff about Cameo? They're one of the baddest boy bands ever. Ever. But and I started singing that to Kelly Love. And Kelly Love thought I was being mean to him and reading him. I was like, no, Kelly. I was like, no, girl, that's you. That song is you, bitch. And I like her strange, just the way she is, walking down the avenue. If that ain't goddamn Kelly Love, that song is really about a woman. But when you listen to the words of that song, that sound like Kelly Love. Always doing something new. She's the kind of person everybody knows. She reeks distinction from head to toe. That is Kelly Love. That's Kelly Love to me. That's who I think of. When I met Kelly Love, I thought of that song immediately. I was shocked to know that he didn't know what that song was. I was like, baby, that's you. You strange. But I like it. You strange, bitch. Shout out to Kelly Love. Where I think he at work, child. You know, we didn't go to his McDonald's. You know, Kelly be working fries. I don't eat that shit no way. But yeah, we didn't go over to his McDonald's, child. I'm a 90s baby. I know that song. Okay, come on, Castro. I love the SOS band. I will give it to you just the way you like it. But y'all remember I started my birthday party. My virtual birthday party in January. I started out with SOS Band. That's the first song. When you go back to that video, first song out was the SOS Band. No one's gonna love you the way I do. Nobody. It's my goddamn jam. Yes, indeed. SOS Band. Bands, honey. Back in the day, there were bands. 900 people on stage, fucking throwing down. I was the shit. Them country girls know what I'm talking about. They still be going to see bands, real bands. If you be paying attention to Deanna Irvin's page, you'll see her out sometime. Her and Josh will be out. They be out and there be bands playing. I've seen her be places where they were bands. She's going to cabaret. She in the South, child, where the black folks do what the black folks do. Nika was at a concert a couple weeks ago. Bands, honey. They was over there getting down. I said, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. I was so mad. Blackstreet was actually here. What, 2 weekends ago? Or a weekend ago? I missed it. I didn't know. I'd have been right there. I would have been right there. Blackstreet was the shit back in the day. Yes, God. Sang, honey. The Emotions. Now that's even before my time. I was old enough to really be going to see them, but I do love them. You know, The Emotions was the original In Vogue, honey. There's nothing like music. Oh, girl, no. Like live music, not at all. They got me in so much trouble, no diggity. Right. James, did you like Hall & Oates? Absolutely. Absolutely. Sarah, smile. Smile. I want you to smile a while for me, Sarah. Hell yeah. Shalimar, child. You know I lived for Jody Wiley, child. Yes, I remember Come Function. And keep in mind, back then, my god sisters and brothers are 10, 11, and 12 years older than me. Okay? No, 10, 11, and 12 years older than me. So they were literally they were hanging in the clubs and all that stuff. So I was always up underneath them. So I was right in the midst of all that shit, wanting to be grown, child. So they'd be smoking their weed, honey. And my godbrother was like a DJ. I don't know why my godbrother never actually became a DJ, but he had like all the DJ stuff. He had all the equipment. He had all the little cards and stuff where he had like all the records and stuff. And he would get like boxes and boxes of, he could have went anywhere and DJ and he was good. I don't know why he never did that. I don't know why he never became a DJ. But he was the one, and he had all the knowledge of like music and what was going on. And I don't know why my god brother never went into it. He would have been an excellent DJ. And he has that type of too. So he would have been fine. James, were you in alternative music? Like so. Billy Idol. Well, that ain't alternative. That was just white folks' music. Yes, I was. Sabrius. I had a whole MTV life. Yes, I did. And I still listen to that stuff. You be in my house and I'll child listen. It's nothing for me to bust out with some Stevie Nicks or the Pet Shop Boys or yes, I have playlists on my YouTube where I have all that kind of music. Child, I was just listening to Gypsy, and you see your gypsy the other day. Yeah, I do. And I list that under, if in my playlist, it's like MTV1, and it has like all that kind of stuff on there. Love Cyndi Lauper, love, like I said, Pet Shop Boys, Duran Duran, Tears for Fears, Billy Idol, Adam Ant, shit, all of that, child. I love music, period. I got in my seat, I got opera, I have gospel, I have rap, I love music, period. There's not really, and then of course I love house music. So yeah, I love music, period. Yep. And well, I guess some of that would be considered alternative rock. But yeah, child, all that Twisted Sister and all that shit, child. My best friend used to say, "Come on, white boy." It's like, stop it. She used to tease me all the time about my little MTV stuff. She'd be like, "Child, I'm waiting on BET to come on." That's back in the day when BET didn't used to come on all day long. It only used to come on certain times of the day. Late at night. BET, the channel didn't even, you would click it and it would just be snow on the screen. But I'd be watching me some MTV, baby. Joan Jett. Child, Pat Benatar. That's a singing somebody, child. Miss Pat at him. We are young. Yep. Getting down. I liked Kiss back in the day. I said, look at these drag queens, because that's all they were was drag queens, honey. There was big, tall drag queens, honey. I said, look at them, look at these bitches. Angela Bofield. You know what? She's cool. Castro, she's cool, but I can't say that I was like a fan of hers, but she's cool. She's cool. She's real, real good. Child love Gene Carn. See, that's about that back that time. Angela Bofield was with Gene Carn and Phyllis Hammond. Well, Phyllis Hammond is from Pittsburgh, so of course. Let's have an 80s jam session one night. I've actually tried that, Jessica, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I've come in a lot of times to do music. It doesn't work because people don't stay in the vibe with you. When I come in for music, it always gets derailed. So I just stopped trying. Yeah, I stopped trying. Child, everybody wants to rule the world. Yes, U2. My favorite song by U2 back in the day was Sunday Bloody Sunday. That was my song. That was my song. Loved it. Loved it. Tears for Fears. Child, listen. I stay, then go back and listen again. Yeah, see, and then the thing with the music, like the videos, they don't stay up. They don't stay up. They end up getting, because I'll usually play something that'll fuck up the whole video, child. Yeah, Sunday Bloody Sunday, honey, that's that. You be ready to do some head banging, child. They were singing. That's a lot of those rock artists, them boys could sing. And the girls, definitely, because the girls had to keep up with the boys. That's like in country music. There's some of the strongest female singers ever in country music because they got to keep up with those men. The men run country, not the women. So the women have to really fight for their place. I like David Bowie too, yeah. But yeah, those women, Tina Turner was a girl. Yeah, those girls had to really fight for their place in music. The same kind of thing like with rap music, how the women of rap have to fight for their spot. That's how the women of country music had to do, because country music was a male genre, really. I grew up with Sylvester, Martha Wash, Supremes, Aretha, Gladys, Patty Dog. Yeah, girl, the normals, honey. New wave always takes me back to my childhood. That music was so interesting, right? Carrie Underwood is so underrated. Yeah, Carrie's very good. Very good. Always was. Well, I was American Idol from the door. I loved American Idol. And to this day, I still love Kelly Clarkson, child. I swear, when she came to Pittsburgh the very first time, right after she had won, child, after her album release, there were 3 black people in the whole place. Myself was one of the 3. I said, are y'all serious right now? But I was there. And when I say sang the house down, she sang the house down. She ain't play at all. Is this my gotta do my yard? Give my love a try. The way her do move. It is. You want me to move? Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna talk to you for a minute. All right, y'all, let me go. I gotta go talk with my landscapers here, honey. LSA, y'all be glad to know, because LSA said you need to get that grass cut. I'm getting the grass cut. It's done raining now, okay? All right, y'all. I think it's Skillet. Y'all better stop. Skillet don't do that no more. Skillet already said she don't want to do that. She don't want no more of that going on. She's over that stuff. Anyway, shout out to Skillet, y'all. Let me go, and I will talk to y'all later. I'll come back on whenever Nika's ready. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all in a little bit.